Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles X. And in this episode, we're going to be showing off our skill in combat. But before I do any of that, as always, we really got to do some shopping. And, well, kind of think about it. There's only one place to do that, Amira. And that's would be come to think of it, I really need to deposit some Marine to level up our arms manufacturers, and just for wearing Sakuraba, finally learned how to say it, armor around, we will reach rank 4, which I might as well talk about now since I'm going to be purchasing some new ground gear. And yeah, let's get Mirrored and up to rank 4. Why the heck not? But back to what I was talking about, we need to get some new armor, come to think of it. Because we have had the same armor since, like, I don't even know, but now that we are rank 4, I purchased some new Sakuraba armor, and you're noticing it has a second additional effect. When you get to rank 4 with any AM, you will get that ability. So right now, this armor we have is very powerful for melee attacks, but that's not the only thing I want to see at the shop terminal. Skills, guys. Skills. That's the name of the game in Xenoblade now. Once you have your license, and as soon as we get to level 30, we are going to be able to start purchasing our very own skills. And they come in many types. Here's the light type, the medium type. There's all sorts of types. They specialize primarily in either doing a lot of damage or being very mobile. Here's the Inferno ST. I really want it, but we're not level 30 yet. Indeed. Really, basically, in Xenoblade now, it doesn't really matter so much on your ground gear. There are going to be some encounters you really want decent ground gear for, but once we level up our scales, or not our scales, your scales do not gain EXP. Let's just cut that right in the bud right there. Now, money is very important. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm getting this is the A Buster, not the G Buster. We'll be getting that in due time, but yes. Getting a strong scale is highly important now, because all of the equipment that you put onto your scale, I've really done that though. No, there's not really any good shields at the moment. The gear that you put onto your scale is going to help you so much in combat. You really want to, yeah, this is the one I want. I'm trying to look at my notes and commentate this at the same time, and I ain't really working now, but I highly stress that you save a bit of money, because once you hit level 30, you want to get as strong as scales as you can. And now that we've updated our current level 20 scales equipment a bit, well, we show it off in combat. Since I've had this thing for quite a while now, and we still have not fought anything with it. But before we can do that, I'm sorry to keep teasing you. I need to get some affinity on L instead of Gwyn for something we're going to be doing way later. We need to get 2 hearts of affinity, so I might as well work on that. But back to what I was talking about, it's finally time to show off what this urban skill can do. So let's hop into it. Beat down some indigents, and I know one in particular I really want to fight. So let's head back to Primoria. Kicks my butt. Don't really know where I'm driving, considering that, yeah, this, okay. Luckily for me, you can fast travel mid-drop, but yes, you may recall that in the first episode of this Let's Play, I said, don't go fighting level 20 monkeys, because yeah, guess what? I don't care about you, Roximius. Now that I have a skill. Paper. No, even weaker paper, tissue paper, but yes, guys, this is scale combat. Just like normal combat, we can activate cell voices and also use article. However, we cannot really, like, knock down the opponent. What we do in a skill is we bind instead, which completely stops the opponent from doing anything as long as you get those correct button presses. Just like in our ground gear, we have basic... It actually stopped me before. No, I think it did. Oh, here we go. I did not see this coming, but this is cockpit mode. When you get in cockpit mode, none of your arts cost any fuel. Holy crap, 10,000 damage! Okay, so usually the cooldowns for your skill weapons are extremely long, but when you get into combat mode, which is literally just triggered randomly when you activate a weapon art, they are all refreshed. So right now, if you really are struggling to beat this game, just get the Buster weapon from the shop. It doesn't cost too much. Use it, go for cockpit mode. It's kind of a rare thing, and really, you could equip more weapons, but I'm not exactly sure which one I want to use. But seriously, look at this damage. It makes farming so stinking easy. Now that we have a scale, guys, holy crap, this game is just... I'm not going to say it's a walk in the park, but scale combat definitely does change everything. I'll show off our beam sword. Doesn't really do too much damage to indigents. Really, it's just used to take down other scales or mechanized opponents. But yes, I hope this was a somewhat decent introduction to scale combat. We're going to be getting into more detail later on because, yeah, we're going to be using our scale a lot. But that'll be it later on in the episode. But right now, though, we actually need to head back to the administrative district to see my girl, Eleonora. Because our blade level has shot up to the next rank. And unfortunately, here's the tough thing about Xenoblade. Once you've maxed out your mechanical field skill, you really don't have like a good thing to base yourself on. And also, hey, more hollow figure project. We'll check those out at the end of the episode. But you could either go for biological or archaeology. For this next segment, I'm gonna go for archaeology because there's a super easy chest you can get if you just have rank 2 in that field skill. Honestly, it doesn't matter because there are 2 chests I'm going to show you in this next little speed up section that we're gonna have to do in this video because we need to explore a lot of Oblivia. But for right now, I'm gonna be choosing archaeology.
You're gonna do
not say that. I told myself to say archaeology because I'm so tired of that. Yes, now that we have that, let's get started navigating Oblivia. Because to start the next story mission, we need to explore a lot of this area. And now that we have a scale, we can do that. So at the very beginning of Oblivia's entrance, there is a rock formation that if you have a scale, it does not need to fly. All you have to do is use your innate thrusters. Let's just climb up the rock. Thrusters to get up here and get this chest. If you have mechanical level 4, which if you're following mine, you can get this chest and get a piece of the segment map completed. And now that we have that, let's get started on the speed up section. Get the rest of this map filled out. So, this is the Oblivia speed up section. Now, pretty much all I'm going to be doing is just getting any very easy probes that don't take a long time to travel to. It is completely possible for us to get other probes on the map, but I'll just leave that to your devices. Really, all we're going to be doing is taking down some select tyrants in this area, as well as getting sub-chests. Now, the issue is, some of these tyrants can be difficult if you don't have a scale, and if your ground gear is outdated, which at the moment, really once you beat the Tainted Sphinx, you should level up your ground gear. But yes, this is the first tyrant we need to take down, the Carefree. Something you're going to notice me doing in this montage is, once I run out of arts in my scale, I tend to get out, because my ground gear arts are not off cooldown. I can completely use those. There's no reason really not to, because at the moment, I don't want to invest too much money into my first scale. But yeah, first we're going to take down that first tyrant, then we're going to head to the southeast of Oblivia, because now that we have a scale, we can really quickly get to that southernmost frontier nav spot, and also jump up here to get another treasure chest, as long as you have mechanical level 4. That area, and in fact the area I'm starting at right now, was covered in a previous episode. It's where I got all those stinking, materials from. That's the same probe. But this area, if you have a scale, which, by the way, the Urban is one of the fastest ground-based scales in the game, if not the best. So really, running away from enemies is no problem at all. But for our next segment, we really want to capture these... yeah, all the indigents are after these probes. Well, I guess you could say the pro and R2. We want to get those two. You'll see why later. But this is the archaeological treasure chest that is just waiting there for you. Heck, if you did the chapter in which that area is, it should be really easy for you to obtain. Next up, though, we're going to head down into this very just secret Azure Lagoon to get a very easy frontier nav site printed. However, something that is not going to be so easy is this battle with a very difficult scale. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, my equipment was not up to snuff to take this guy on at all. I just got a bit lucky and happened to have the tension points to just melt him down. Really, you need to be careful with this guy, but if you just come west of that frontier nav site, he's right here no matter what time of day. All you have to do is walk up to him and engage the battle. And really just make sure you have some decent damage. He does do some gravity-based attacks, so if you have heavy armor like I do, you're probably going to be taking a lot of damage. But hey, that's what's a scale for. Really, it might be a good idea to perhaps come back once you have some good ground gear if you can't beat this guy. But hey, I beat him, and I got another piece of the recon complete. Now that we beat him, though, let's head directly south because there's a piece of the white whale right over here. Yet again, just get this treasure chest. It's an easy piece of frontier nav, just complete. And now that we have that, I want to show this biology chest off to you. In case for some reason you did not pick archaeological, which is not the end of the world, here's another chest that will give you a percentage of Oblivia explored. Now that we have that, though, I really want to find this piggy eater, who doesn't really spawn all that time during the night. I'm not 100% sure on the percentage, but he's not always showing up for me. So he's probably come to this ridge sometime during the day. He will spawn. He's super easy, though. For whatever reason, this species of indigents just never put up a fight for me. I assume that's just, to butter them up and, just give you an easy challenge. But now that we have him, if you come during the afternoon, right a little bit to the north, there should be a 50 indigent, which hopefully didn't show you a little bit. Okay, he did not. There's a level 18 indigent that you can take down. It's a very easy tyrant, especially if you have a scale. And really, if you follow all these tips, you should have well over 15% of Oblivia explored. But in case you still don't, if you still need a little bit of percentage of Oblivia, luckily for you, there are a couple of quests that you can do here. If you've been doing the Maya side quests. If not, well, hey, here's one of the things for you to do. But if you come here to the area plain and follow the river for long enough, you'll find a Lone Blade member who seems a little bit stranded. Can I help you at all? May of the curators. And well, great. It's completely broken. Just lovely. Maybe coming this far out was a bad idea. What do you think, girl? Bad idea? Yeah. And you're out of SOS range, of course! What are you gonna do now? Are you talking to yourself or to me? I know I have long hair, lady, but I'm not a girl. And, oh, swell. Now you're singing things. Your brain knows it's about to get eaten by monsters, so it's checked out early. Oh, no, you're actually pretty safe. And are you in a Blade series? Yeah, I'm a real person, and sorry, I just mean, apologies. I'm not very good at talking with people. Let me take a breath here. Take all the time you need, May, and okay. So here's the deal. I was attacked by some indigents. God, what else? Every question. Wrecked my scale, no spare parts, pretty much stranded, and now you're caught up. Well, I mean, hey, you're friendly. I can help out. It's not a problem at all. And I'm barely excited. No, don't waste your time on this. I'm a perpetual screw-up. The whole reason I work alone is so I don't bring everyone down with me. Really, I couldn't trouble you. God, she sounds like me. Though I don't suppose there's any way for me to deal with a busted scale by myself. Look, I'll repay you as best I'm able. Not to assume you'll help. I mean, I could use some spare parts. Man, this whole conversation just went backward. Don't sweat it. But if I can't get new parts, then just the materials to patch up the broken parts will do. Once I have those, I can handle the repairs. So please? Sure, May. You're really in a dire scenario here, and unfortunately, there aren't any given quest rewards, and it's been a long time since I talked to someone. I kind of miss it. I guess I should specify the actual stuff I need. I need 4 vials of vicious human, 2 globs of silvery, cactaceous resin, and I'm happy to wait, so no rush. Really, just whenever. Well, luckily for you, May, I got all the items off screen. So the resin is a little bit on the tricky side, guys. Here's the issue with it. It only appears in this area when it's either during the morning or raining. And it is also very rare. However, here's a tip if you did not pick my division. You still have L's armor for when he joined your party. Here's the crazy thing about it. And where that? Okay, there it is. It has treasure sensor, which increases the drop chance of items. This also includes rare materials. A fantastic thing to do is to wear that while you're trying to farm these materials. And as far as the second item for this quest, it just drops from those giant turtle enemies. You know the thing Maya was standing on? Yeah, those guys. So just knock them out. You should be fine. And cross, huge discovery. I was walking around the area a little while ago and I found some Dodobara broccoli. That stuff is super. I guess Mira has broccoli, and a lot of curious strike out looking for it, and I just stumbled across it at random because you got that was dumb luck, and this time it's still a disaster. But at least now I can feel like I contribute something to the cause. Well, hey, that's great. I mean, yeah, maybe her luck's changed a bit. Wouldn't that be nice? And thanks. Not that means much if I can't get the scale fixed and haul myself back to. We have a scale. Get in it. Come back to NLA. We'll salvage this or something, and you like finding those materials. In fact, I did. I actually had a lot of these humor bones, but yeah, not so many of the resin. They are very hard to find, guys. But hopefully you'll grab some. And wow, those are perfect. It's an experimental model. My scale. I mean, just happened to luck out in a great. Oh, that. Then we definitely should get back to NLA, and normally I'd be way more than someone like me could afford or deserve. But yeah. So really glad I can at least start fixing her up now. So I guess all that's left to do is reward you. Actually, I don't have any money to thank you properly, but you can have this. You're giving me broccoli? Cool. Thank you, May. Thanks for the broccoli, but no, in reality, she does give you a couple credits and a decent amount of EXP, so it's not all bad. But yeah, I think I managed from here. You can finally get back to whatever jobs you're not interrupting much. I'm just literally trying to get survey right here, May. So, yeah. I'm not. I can say like, hey, May, seriously, don't worry about. But this is literally me as a character. Like, don't try and save my life. It'll only eat up precious seconds of your time. It's like, just I don't know. I guess there's people like. Well, heck, I'm like that. So I guess. I don't know. It's one of those things. But I'll make my way around Mir without causing any further trouble. Promise. Take care now, and if we meet again somewhere, I hope we can maybe talk some more. Okay, I don't see a reason not to, even though I'm a silent protagonist. And until then, I hope all your searches are fruitful. And we will get another piece of the segment map complete. And also, there's another quest for us, but we're going to save that for maybe a little bit later once we have more materials. However, there is a second quest here in Oblivia that we want to get started on. So let's head to the Leaning Ring next. And the second that we get to the Leaning Ring via fast travel, this quest will begin, whether we want it to or not, because we've already done the other parts of it. Yeah, kind of odd. And hello! Oh god, it's Maya. And she's all the way up there. Okay. Over here. Hello, yeah, up here. Every time, Maya, what are you doing up there? Chief! You could fall. She's literally like flailing around. It's like you'd fall off at any second. Make her just like, oh god, it's me, Maya, the lovable scamp who keeps brightening your life. That's one word for it. And killer view up here. You should join me. Okay, sure. Why not? I mean, hey, might give us a bit of recon for the ear. Not really, but careful. It took me like 4 tries to make it up here. A woman of weaker will would have whipped, but not Maya. I think I deserve some praise right along with my awesome alliteration abilities. Oh snap, I did it again! Woo, Maya! Don't pat yourself on the back too hard there, girl. But yeah, we'll head up there and help you out. And so, get up here already, would you? I'm getting tired of shouting. I bet you're getting tired of waving your arms around like an idiot too. Goodness. And man, she's really high up there. But in reality, it won't take us that long to get there because we have a giant robot that, of course, we weren't in the cutscene. Yeah, no, hey, maybe you didn't have your skill license at this point in the game. Anywho, there's a bunch of enemies up here, but in reality, we could just outrun them. And as long as I don't fall off this thing, we should be fine. Maya, what the? Ooh, that was almost really bad. I gotta be careful with the jumps. They go a lot farther than I think. But Maya, I thought you were a Noctilin. What the heck are you doing here now? And it seems like every speed up section I meet you. Is that coincidence? No, it's not. I kind of did that for a reason and all. But seriously, why this place? And, oh, man, that's really cool. It's the Aurora Borealis. Well, I guess it's not here on Mira, but it's that really cool thing. And although you beat the pants off my... yeah, I kind of have some assistance with my robot. But How about this view? Yeah, it's great, and moments like these make adventuring all worth it. Traversing unknown lands, seeing new sights, breathing air never before breathed. Funny word for it. You can get this feeling of a total awe from a picture or video. I just love it. It's pretty nice, son. I guess it's genetic. What? My parents were explorer types too. They're actually pretty well known back on Earth. Set a world record for summiting Mount Everest as a pair. Really? They had a TV station sponsor them. Seriously, an entire station! But when I was 15, they... Oh, the mountain wasn't even that tough. They apparently made it to the top just fine, but on the way down, they just vanished. There was a huge search and all that, but no one found even a single trace. God, I don't think they got cocky either. I watched them pack that morning, and they were as careful as ever. Anyway, they taught me the joys and the dangers of adventuring, and I want to keep their spirit alive, you know? Dang, I didn't know all that, Maya. If they were here, they'd be going nuts exploring the heck out of this crazy planet. But they're not. So it's up to me. Because someone's got to. I mean, just look. Mira's literally a huge pile of stuff you could never see on Earth. I could spend my whole life out here, not even see a tenth of it. So I need to hurry up and see everything I can see. For my parents and for me. Wow. I don't know, man. I like this story. It's... Oh. Well, there goes all of the drama instantly. She literally just walked off the cliff. Maya, you do this every time. And she's captured by a giant bird. A nice birdie say, wait, no it didn't. She's literally being eaten. Oh, heck no, I'm not going to be eaten by something like a worm. Oh, there's that super emotional scene. It's just thrown out the window. And, help me, jeez. God dang it, Maya. Yeah, yet again, a indigent has Maya captured. Luckily, this time we didn't have to retrieve her counterpart. And that is not a very good camera angle. Anyways, let's go after Maya. Luckily for us, she's not too far off. All you gotta do is head a little bit, well, I guess it's technically far now that I think about it, but just simply follow the map on Frontier Nav. It should be really easy to get here if you have a scale. All I did was go to the closest probe I have, which if you should be pretty decent for fast travel too. But Maya, are you like indigent like attraction or something? Like seriously, you can't get away from these things. It feels like God, but yeah, this fight might be a little tough, so you might want to build up some tensions beforehand, or tension before. Well, I guess you could get it on everybody if you'd like, but that's just my common strategy here. And Maya, you okay? And what? You came for me. You're the best, Chief. I want to hug you so hard right now. That can happen later, okay? And ouch. Sorry. I think I fall and bruised my everything. Oh yeah, it's probably not a good idea to fall from a bird. And first had me in its mouth, but I freaked out. After a minute, the calm came over me, and I saw its eye right there. And then what happened? And I thought, hey, maybe if I poke that, I'll get it. Let go. You're flying and you stab a bird in the eye. I mean, even the buffest gym bro can't work out his eyeballs right. They're all equally squishy. Being able to think clearly in a pinch like that is pretty impressive, if I do say so myself. Where was I? Oh, right. The stabby bit. So anyway, I took my dagger, aimed at the eyeball, and kersplat! Then what happened? Man, I did not enjoy that. Thing squawked bloody murder and dropped me. Of course, then I fell from the sky like a ton of bricks. We can patch you up. That's not the end of the world. And guess my awesome plan didn't factor in what would happen if it dropped me from such a... Yeah, maybe I should have waited a little bit longer, and I'll just have to fill the whole crippling fall part away under room for improvement. Next time, though, always learn from the past mistakes. That's me. Well, you make a lot of them, Maya. So, think you could keep up this trend of saving my buns by lending me a shoulder? I don't think I'll be standing on my own. anytime soon. Ow. Sorry, and thanks. Oh, you're a blade after all, and guess what? Yes, the sink a giant bird. Think I didn't recommend you build tension if it wasn't going to, and that is a very gross, look at her face, she's just like, it's right behind me, isn't it? Well, isn't that yeah, you gotta kick those things, but really, it's just like the arena quest, though. It's not too tough. What I like to do is aim for its tail. However, since I use Starfall Blossom, I kind of can't really get behind it to do maximum damage, but same as before. Ooh, that really hurt. You're gonna pay for that, punk, but so far we've done decent damage. What do you say we do a little bit more? Activate Overdrive. You're getting triple combo. Starfall Blade coming out, and then the Starfall Rondo. I love this game, dude. One time I Starfall Rondoed in real life. I'm not even. I just flew around. Yeah, that guy died really quickly. Maya, you're safe now, okay? But really, just try and be a little more safe next time. Explore NLA. I mean, it's kind of safe. What can I say? I know you about 1,000,001 things. I'd have to be dead a dozen times over by now if not for you. Well, I am kind of the one who got you into the middle of this. Maybe that guy was right to not make you join Blade how many times? And I guess I have to admit that charging in a danger on my own like this is crazy. So maybe it's time. Time that I got better gear. That's it. All right. I'll be fine right now. Equipped it like a champ instead of a chump. Other than that, I don't think I did anything wrong. Maya. Seriously. Yep. Definitely need to stock up on stuff. You're gonna need some cash and that always said sponsors are an explorer's best friend. Are you trying to say I'm supposed to sponsor you, Maya? Oh, sorry, Chief. You still here? Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. If I've got anything going for me, it's resilience and my good looks, but mostly resilient. Oh, same here. Thanks so much. Don't worry, Maya. And now we have finished the third section of this quest. I gotta say, I look forward to these ones, but now we have 33% of Oblivia. There is one more thing I want to show off in this video. So let's head back to New Los Angeles. Now that we have mapped out a sufficient amount of Oblivia on Frontier Nav, there is only one more prerequisite for us to take care of to begin the next story mission. We're going to be knocking that out in the next episode of Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles X. I hope this video was a little bit helpful for you if you're struggling on, well, mapping out Oblivia. But in the next episode, we take on close comrades with Doug and Lau, so we can begin Chapter 7. So as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.